What if I told you that the United States is home to places so unreal they feel like something out of a dream? In 2025, travelers are looking for more than just vacations. They want experiences. From jaw-dropping national parks to futuristic cities and legendary landmarks, we've handpicked the 25 absolute best places to visit this year. And trust me, you won't believe what takes the #1 spot. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the ultimate USA travel bucket list for 2025. 25. Glacier National Park, Montana. Some places feel like they belong in a dream, and Glacier National Park is one of them. Known as the crown of the continent, this vast wilderness is home to pristine alpine lakes, towering waterfalls, and over 1 million acres of untouched beauty. But here's a sobering fact. Of the 150 glaciers that once covered this park, only 25 remain today. Scientists predict that if climate change continues, Glacier National Park may lose all its glaciers within our lifetime. But right now, the park is still a paradise for adventurers. Whether you drive the legendary Going to the Sun Road, hike to the hidden Grinnell Glacier, or simply watch the northern lights dance in the sky, Glacier will leave an imprint on your soul. This is one of those rare places that reminds you just how wild and beautiful our planet truly is. 24th, Charleston, South Carolina. Step back in time in Charleston, South Carolina, a city so charming it feels like a real-life postcard. Founded in 1670, Charleston's history is woven into its streets, from its stunning antebellum architecture to its haunting past. And speaking of haunting, did you know Charleston is considered one of the most haunted cities in America? If you're brave enough, take a ghost tour through the old jail where prisoners from the pirate age were once held. 23, Savannah, Georgia. Step back in time in Savannah, Georgia. This charming southern city is filled with eerie beauty. Ghost stories swirl around its historic squares, and its preserved antebellum architecture makes it one of the most romantic cities in the U.S. A surprising fact? It's considered one of the most haunted cities in America. 22. San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio isn't just a city. It's a living history book. Of course, everyone knows the Alamo, the site of one of the most famous battles in American history. But what most people don't realize is that beneath the city lies a labyrinth of underground caves. One of them, Natural Bridge Caverns, hides ancient rock formations that are millions of years old. 21. Miami, Florida. Miami is where the party never stops, and the beaches are as hot as the nightlife. But did you know that Miami is the only major U.S. city founded by a woman? Back in 1896, Julia Tuttle convinced railroad tycoon Henry Flagler to expand his line south, laying the foundation for one of the world's most vibrant cities. 20. Denali National Park, Alaska. If you're looking for pure wilderness, Denali National Park is where you'll find it. Home to North America's tallest mountain, Denali towers at 20,310 feet. And if that's not enough to impress you, imagine seeing the northern lights shimmering above its snowy peaks. But be warned, winter temperatures here can drop to a mind-freezing minus 75 degrees Fahrenheit. 19. Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome to Music City, USA, where legends are made and country music fills the air. Did you know the Ryman Auditorium, one of Nashville's most famous venues, was originally built as a church? It later became the birthplace of the Grand Ole Opry, launching the careers of legends like Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton. 18. Lake Tahoe, California, Nevada. Lake Tahoe isn't just a lake, it's a natural masterpiece. With water so clear, you can see 70 feet down. But here's where it gets eerie. Legendary explorer Jacques Cousteau once explored its depths and supposedly found something so shocking, He refused to release the footage. What did he see? The mystery remains. But one thing's for sure. Whether you're skiing in the winter or kayaking in the summer, Lake Tahoe is one of America's greatest outdoor playgrounds. 17. Sedona, Arizona. Some places have energy, and Sedona is one of them. Known for its stunning red rock formations and mystical vortexes, this Arizona town attracts travelers looking for adventure and spiritual renewal. But did you know the rocks here are over 300 million years old? Many believe that Sedona's vortexes release powerful energy that can heal the body and mind. Whether you're hiking to Cathedral Rock or getting lost in its art scene, Sedona is a destination like no other. 16. Great Smoky Mountains, Tennessee, North Carolina. Nicknamed the Smokies for its signature mist, this national park is the most visited in the U.S. But here's something wild. This region has more tree species than all of Europe combined. And if you love ghost stories, there are tales of phantom lights in the mountains that have puzzled visitors for centuries. Whether you're chasing waterfalls or taking a scenic drive through Cades Cove, the Smoky Mountains are a must-see. 15. Chicago, Illinois. Welcome to the Windy City, where history, food, and architecture collide. Chicago is home to the first ever skyscraper built in 1885, changing city skylines forever. And if you love pizza, you have Chicago to thank for the deep dish. But here's a fun fact. Did you know that Route 66, the Mother Road of America, begins right here at Grant Park? It's a city of firsts and a must-visit in 2025. 14. Outer Banks, North Carolina. The Outer Banks are more than just a beach getaway. They're a historical treasure. This is where the Wright brothers made the first successful flight in 1903, changing the world forever. And here's something straight out of a fairy tale. Wild horses roam these shores, descendants of Spanish Mustangs that arrived over 500 years ago. This is the perfect place to escape and explore America's past. 13. New Orleans, Louisiana. Welcome to the Big Easy, where music, culture, and food blend into an unforgettable experience. Did you know New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz? And if you love mystery, you'll be fascinated by the city's above-ground cemeteries, known as the Cities of the Dead. Whether you're exploring Bourbon Street or cruising the Mississippi River on a steamboat, New Orleans is pure magic. 12th, Zion National Park, Utah. Zion is nature's cathedral, where red cliffs rise thousands of feet into the sky. If you're feeling adventurous, hike Angel's Landing, a trail so intense it was once called the most dangerous hike in America. But don't worry, there are plenty of trails for every level, and the views, absolutely unreal. Zion is a paradise for anyone who loves the outdoors. 11. Maui, Hawaii. Maui is paradise on earth. From snorkeling in Molokini Crater to catching the sunrise at Haleakala Crater, this island is pure magic. But here's a crazy fact. The Hawaiian Islands are the most isolated population center on the planet. That means everything you see here, from its towering volcanoes to its exotic marine life, is unlike anywhere else in the world. 10th, Grand Canyon, Arizona. The Grand Canyon is over 6 million years old, carved by the mighty Colorado River. But here's a staggering fact. Scientists recently discovered footprints inside the canyon that date back 313 million years, making them some of the oldest known vertebrate tracks on Earth. Whether you hike to the bottom, raft through the canyon, or just stand at the edge and take it all in, one thing is certain: this is a place that makes you feel small in the best way possible. 9. Las Vegas, Nevada. Vegas is more than just casinos. It's a spectacle. Did you know there are more than 150,000 hotel rooms in this city? That's more than any other place on Earth. From extravagant shows to world-class dining, Las Vegas is the ultimate playground for adventure seekers. 8. Washington, D.C. America's capital is where history comes alive. Walk through the Smithsonian museums for free, stand where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, and explore the halls of the U.S. Capitol. D.C. isn't just for politics, it's for everyone who loves history and culture. 7. Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho. Welcome to Yellowstone, the world's first national park. It sits on top of a supervolcano that has erupted 3 times in the last 2 million years. And here's a jaw-dropping fact. Half of the world's geysers are found right here. If you love wildlife, keep your eyes open for grizzly bears, wolves, and herds of bison roaming freely. 6. New York City, New York. Welcome to the city that never sleeps, a place where dreams are made, stories are written, and history is alive on every corner. New York City is home to some of the world's most iconic landmarks, from the towering Empire State Building to the historic Brooklyn Bridge. But did you know that in the early 1900s, the Statue of Liberty wasn't actually green? It was originally shiny copper, like a brand new penny, but years of oxidation turned it into the famous green we see today. Beyond its skyline, New York is a city of stories, from the immigrant dreams of Ellis Island to the bright lights of Broadway, where countless actors got their big break. Whether you're sailing past Lady Liberty, standing in the middle of Times Square, or strolling through Central Park on a crisp autumn day, there's something about NYC that just pulls you in. This isn't just a place, it's a feeling, a rhythm, a heartbeat. And once you experience it, you'll never be the same. 5. Key West, Florida. Ernest Hemingway called this paradise home, and after a visit, you'll see why. Did you know? Key West tried to secede from the U.S. in 1982, forming the Conch Republic as a tongue-in-cheek protest. Number 4. Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, where history isn't just remembered, it's felt. Walk the Freedom Trail, and you're stepping where Paul Revere and John Adams once stood. Did you know Boston Common, founded in 1634, is the oldest public park in the U.S.? Or that Harvard, America's first college, once let students pay tuition in wheat? And sports? Red Sox fans waited 86 years to break the curse of the Bambino, a win that shook the city like another revolution. From cobblestone streets to cutting-edge innovation, Boston is where the past and future collide. Once you visit, you'll never see America the same way again. 3. Seattle, Washington. Seattle, a city where innovation meets nature and where every coffee shop feels like home. Known for its iconic Space Needle, world-famous coffee culture, and stunning waterfront, Seattle is a place that blends the urban with the wild. But did you know that Seattle was literally rebuilt on top of itself? After the Great Fire of 1889, city leaders decided to raise the streets, creating an underground world that still exists today. You can even take a tour through the buried remains of old Seattle. Of course, you can't visit without stopping by Pike Place Market, where fishmongers put on a show, and the first ever Starbucks still serves coffee to this day. And if you're into quirky sights, don't miss the gum wall. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. And if you're lucky enough to catch a clear day, you'll see Mount Rainier towering in the distance. A reminder that nature is always close in Seattle. Whether you're here for the tech, the coffee, or the views, Seattle is a city that pulls you in and never lets go. 2. San Francisco, California. Welcome to San Francisco, a city of rolling hills, timeless charm, and breathtaking views. Whether you're riding a historic cable car, strolling along Fisherman's Wharf, or admiring the Golden Gate Bridge, there's something magical about this place. But did you know the Golden Gate Bridge wasn't supposed to be red? Its original design called for a dull gray, but the striking international orange was chosen instead, making it one of the most photographed landmarks in the world. San Francisco is a city of contrasts: Victorian homes and futuristic tech hubs, foggy mornings and sun-soaked afternoons. Take a ferry to Alcatraz Island, once home to America's most notorious prisoners, or explore the labyrinth of streets in Chinatown, the oldest in North America. And when the sun sets over the bay, with the city lights twinkling in the distance, you'll understand why San Francisco isn't just a place, it's a feeling. 1. Yosemite National Park, California. And finally, we arrive at a place so timeless, so breathtaking, that even the great John Muir once called it the grandest of all special temples of nature. Welcome to Yosemite National Park, a land of towering granite cliffs, ancient sequoias, and waterfalls that seem to touch the sky. Here's something mind-blowing. Yosemite is home to El Capitan, a sheer rock face that's one of the hardest climbs in the world. In 2017, Alex Honnold made history by climbing it without any ropes or safety gear, a feat so unbelievable that it was turned into the Oscar-winning documentary Free Solo. But you don't have to be a rock climber to fall in love with Yosemite. Whether you're gazing at Half Dome, standing beneath a 3,000-year-old sequoia, or watching the Firefall phenomenon, where Horsetail Fall glows like molten lava in February, Yosemite will make you feel small, yet deeply connected to something greater. This isn't just a national park, it's a cathedral of nature, a place that reminds us of the incredible power and beauty of the wild. And that's why it's the #1 place to visit in the US in 2025. From the rugged peaks of Glacier National Park to the vibrant streets of New York City, these are the 25 best places to visit in the US in 2025. But here's the thing. Travel isn't just about places, it's about the moments, the stories, and the feeling of stepping into the unknown. So whether you're standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon, hearing jazz for the first time in New Orleans, or watching the night sky over Yellowstone, remember this: the world is full of wonders, and adventure is always waiting. Where will you go next? Let us know in the comments. What's your dream US destination? Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.